the tour around all the places in the course site of Math 208 Calculus 2. So this is the home page where you have the welcome announcement with some basic information and also this tour that you are watching right now. We're going to look through the upper navigation bar. So here we have the content tag. We're going to click in there and we have first the overview. So in the overview, we have the description of how this class is going to work. So essentially, I mean, you should read all these, including watching the videos. Let's say that the general structure of this class is each week is going to contain 2 units. So in each week, you have to do homework, forum, and quiz twice. So for example, a generic week in the summer is going to be on Monday, you study the lesson. And then on Tuesday, you do the homework. On Wednesday, you have to post your forum. And on Thursday, you do the quiz. So with that, you finish one lesson, and then that's the same day you start studying the next lesson, and then on Friday is the deadline for homework, Saturday for forum, and Sunday for quiz. So everything starts again, let's say. So this is like the overview how this thing will work. Let's see what else we have in the table of contents here. So first we have here the link to the synchronous session, which is the introductory meeting where I will explain everything here. So when you click in here, you will have your particular Zoom meeting of your class, and if you cannot make it for that meeting, you have always the meeting recorded afterwards under cloud recording. So coming back to the table of contents, besides the synchronous session, you have here a label with Meet Your Professor. So here is where you will find my email address, essentially, where you can send me an email if you need to. So in the table of contents, we have here a very important tab that is Getting Started. That is what you need to visit the first day of classes. So in Getting Started is where this video about the LaTeX software is. The LaTeX software is what we are going to be using in this class in order to typeset mathematics. So when you have to post your forum, this has to be written in LaTeX. So this is the first thing that you are going to be watching to learn how to write in LaTeX. For that, you have a template that will be very easy for you to just start working on your first document in LaTeX. Okay, so the deadlines, under Getting Started, you have some deadlines here. You have the deadlines for the first week of classes, since they're a little different than the remaining of the semester. As I said, the weekly deadlines are going to be always on Tuesday homework, Wednesday forum, Thursday quiz, and then everything starts over on Friday homework, Saturday forum, and Sunday quiz. This is in general. All the weeks are going to be like this, except that the first week, as we started as midweek, so then the first day you will dedicate to the LaTeX learning that I just showed, and then on Thursday you can start studying the lesson. On Friday, the deadline for the homework. On Saturday, your forum post that had to be written in LaTeX, and on Sunday, the quiz. Though in the first week, you have to also turn in this extra assignment that is your introduction post. So these are the deadlines so for the first week, and these are the deadlines for the remaining of the weeks. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the syllabus in a moment, but first let me show you how a regular week looks like. Let's pick, for instance, the week 3. And so in the week 3, you are going to have 2 units, as I said before. In this case, it's the unit integration by parts and trigonometric integrals, and the other unit is inverse trigonometric functions and trigonometric substitutions. So you have to work in these 2 units. So in the first part of the week, you will work in the unit 4, and so the unit consists of video lessons. You click in the video lessons, and here you have the videos that you will need to watch with the lessons. In this case, there are 2. You will watch whatever amount of videos you have for each lesson. Okay, you got an idea how the videos look like. You have to watch the videos for each unit. Let's come back to the unit. We said that there are video lessons. Also, you have to read in the book the lesson. So you click in here, and you'll have here the lesson. You just read and study the lesson also in the book. So coming back to the unit, we have the video lesson, you have the lesson in the book. This is also the lesson in the book, and you have also a link in extra resources that are just that, extra ones. So you don't need to visit them, but if you want, this is like a curated selection of videos, extra things that you could watch if you like. So we have then the video lessons, the lessons in the book, extra resources, and so when you finish all that, that will be to study the lesson. When you finish all that, then you start with the assessments that are homework, quiz, and forum. So the homework, let's click on it. So in the homework, you will click in the homework, and this is the exercise. So for instance, in this case, you have the question 1 that you have to calculate this integral, submit the answer. So in this other one, you have to calculate this integral. So you have to do, depending on the assignments, you have different types of assignments. Okay, so that will be the homework assignment. And then you have quiz. The quiz, you have a limit time. I mean, when you open, you have 30 minutes to complete it. So that will be a difference between the homework and the quiz. Both you have to submit before the deadline, but the quiz has also the extra limit time that once that you open, you have 30 minutes to complete it. And then you have also to work in your forum post. So let's click it here. So we go to the forum post where you have to start a new thread and post your forum. So the forums are also accessible from here under assessment discussions. So in here are all the forums of the class, the introduction one that I mentioned before, but also the unit 1, the unit 2, I mean the forums of each of the units. And so in here you have a description of what the forum is. So the forum is essentially the explanation of one of the problems in the homework. So you have done all the list of your homework problems. So when you are done with all your homework problems, you choose one of them and you explain all the details as to how you solve the problem. So the forum should be a paper, an article about how you solved one of the problems in the homework. And you have to write your explanation with all the description of all the steps. I mean, this is a college level writing exercise, and you need to introduce the problem, say what the problem is about, what were the tools that you used to solve it, what were, with your words, all the things that you did in order to solve the problem. You can use all the tools also that LaTeX will provide in order to organize the solution of the problem. You may organize the paper in sections. The first section may be just the presentation of the problem to tell us what the problem is about. Then you could explain what were the previous things that you need to calculate in order to do something else. And then explain step by step all your reasoning, and finally some conclusion about the problem. So be sure that you dedicate time to the forum. So the forum is the most important part of the class. So be sure that you read these instructions, you follow them, and each week your forum post should be better than the week before. Also, once that you post your problem, you should also read everybody else's problems. And if you find something, some other classmate that wrote something that is interesting to you, you should comment on their post. So be sure that if you decide to comment, your comment should be meaningful. I mean, we don't want comments that say very good or I like it, so these comments are not meaningful. So if you want to praise it, should be with some specifics explaining exactly what you like and why. So be sure that you work also on your comments. Okay, so these are then what the forum posts for each week. Actually, each week you have to do 2 forum posts, right? Because there are 2 units per week. Also, the first of the discussions that are here is the introduction one. That's the one that you have to do the first week, just introducing yourself. So be sure that you also read the instructions here. You have to write about yourself, but you also have to attach a PDF document. So be sure that you do that. And if you don't know how to do it, be sure that you watch this video about how to attach a PDF document in the forum. So be sure that you always read and understand the instructions before doing the assignment. Okay, so coming back to the contents, we have visited some of the tabs here, including random week here. You have also the midterm exam in the midterm, and also the final exam. So let's visit the syllabus of the class. So we are going to watch it now fast, but you should dedicate some time to watch all the sections of this syllabus, since this is the document that if you have in this class you have to abide by. So be sure that you read it, understand, and agree with all the sections of the syllabus, since it's the only way to actually participate in this class, agreeing with this document. So you need to read everything here. We have here the details about the textbook, the software that we're going to use. If you need a laptop, where to borrow, since it is not possible to follow this class in a phone. You need to have a desktop or laptop computer in order to be able to properly follow this class. So read here everything about the objectives of this class. The topical outline will tell you what we're going to do each week. For instance, in the first one, you have to do all the LaTeX activities the first day, and then you have to go to the unit, the first unit. That is the first week. And then every other week, all the other weeks, you have to do 2 units, right? So for instance, in the week 2, you have the unit 2 and the unit 3. In the week 3, you have the 4 and 5. So each week you have 2 units. And in the week 4, you also are going to have the midterm exam, and the last week you are going to have the final exam. Here are the dates in the syllabus. Be sure that you read in the syllabus of your class where are the dates of your exam. So here is again repeated all what you have to do 2 times a week, right? So the 2 units that you have to complete each week. This is a very intense class, so be sure that you dedicate this amount of time to properly complete the work for a 5 credit hours in the summer, meaning that you have to do double of work if you will be doing in a regular semester. This is the method of assessments. You have here these things that I mentioned before: homework, quizzes, and forum, how much is the value of each one, how many they are, what are the total points, and so the total points in this class is 800, and so if you get 720 of them, you will get an A, etc. So read all the details of the policy in the syllabus. If you need to write an email to me, be sure that you read the guidelines of how to write an email before doing that in order to obtain a response. Be sure also you read the late assignments policy. That is very important. This is a contract, so in order to be in this class, be sure that you read this policy, since these policies will not change individually. Academic integrity, this is very important too. Be sure that you read all the details of these policies, as well as the no-show policy of the college. You have also district policy, so you should read everything in this syllabus in order to be in this class. Okay, so these are all the materials that you have for you to learn in this class. So be sure that you read them all. You visit all the places that you have here in the class and all the places that you have here in this navigation bar. And that's all for the tour. Welcome to the class.